Yesterday went real well for the live. Now normally I would put something out here, but from coming up here quite often, I know these vines are buried kind of all together. I think there's another family at the end. I think that's pretty cool. It's a bit windy and rainy today. See the other flags waving. Pretty cool. Yeah, bark holders are these, and there's 3 veterans. Part of the Revolutionary War. Rebecca, she was a daughter. She was the daughter of a man that fought in the Civil War. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's still that group active. Not from that era, it's just a group that they made. His Daughters of the Revolution. I think I videoed some of this yesterday. Pretty cool getting to see all the flags waving. Yeah, I believe I was in this general location yesterday. Yeah, I figured to start my live a little earlier today, seeing that we're supposed to get a decent amount of rain here later today. So if any time my live feed goes out, I can blame it on the weather. Maybe operator failure too. Sure, this guy was in some of my videos also. I believe this guy was a veteran and a firefighter of some sorts. I'm going to take you to my least favorite grave up here. It's pretty hilly here around this area. Oop, there's a flag holder down. These are threaded, and sometimes they just strip out from the wind. Yeah, I believe this one's stripped out. There we go. I got it now. Set you down for a second. Flag they purchased to put on us veterans burial area is too big for the rod for the flag. It's actually too big. I don't hear that too often. hopefully I can get with the owner here in a few weeks and address some issues in this grave. This is my least favorite one. Got a headstone laying on its face, and it would appear that this gentleman's been Civil War. Yeah, let's go up the hill. I did bring decorative pieces this morning, but they'll probably end up blowing away because the wind's pretty steady. Skipper, what are you doing this morning? Yeah, it's a pretty simple process, but it's amazing that somebody else hasn't been doing this. I think there is a few other channels. There's a kid down in Florida. His YouTube channel is Saving the Grave. He has a decent following, and he puts out some pretty good, decent videos, but they're kind of like the ones I do. Here's another marker off. The wind blows up here pretty good, so it's not uncommon for these veteran markers to be down. Look like that one snapped off. We'll just place it there at the grave and stick the flag back in the ground. It's even broke. I'm gonna retrieve this flag because it's broke, and it's gonna end up blowing around and not being good. So I'm gonna set my phone down here, and I'm gonna store this. That's why I always bring a backpack. You never know. And what I do is I just simply take the flag home with me. Make it like a decorative piece in my home, in my house, however you want to say it. It's part of the process. Flags have been up here stuck in the ground for a long period of time, so. Alright, we got that flag taken care of. Oh, there's another chunk of an American flag. Take that too. Now that the snow melts here, and most of it's melted, I'll see flags, other things, and trash sometimes. Pretty sure I had a couple of these in my videos too. I think I did a salute one to one of these, if not that exact one. It's another Civil War veteran. You can tell by the star, and then it's 1861 to 1865. Here's another Civil War veteran. Apparently at some time the headstone fell off the base. Civil War. many up in this general location as down low. See if I can fall. That's not a veteran, but that's a pretty cool stone. Wasn't very old. Like 30 years old. Yeah, 30 years old. I do like some of the other tunes, but it seems like the veteran ones are getting a little more. Once the weather breaks, there'll be more people frequenting these areas. Another flag. It's not uncommon, especially in a windy area. And if you don't like wind, or wind's one of those variables you can't really deal with, don't come here. Yeah, he was pretty cool. Actually, a pretty cool headstone. There's one down the hill too that was a guy that was an outdoorsman. If you have any comments or anything, just leave them in the comment section. I'm sure I'll get to them at some point. If you want to follow me on TikTok, the messaging system on TikTok's a little better than YouTube. It has a broad range of things, like some of the activities I do. And I don't remember this flag being in pretty bad shape too. It's ripping off the base. Laying on the ground. I'm gonna set my phone down. I did this pretty much all winter, or January and February. It's quite interesting here in Pennsylvania. But I did get it out, and this is really close to the proximity of where I live. So I know you've seen this one in my videos too. He was in the Korean War, boils. And I'll say it 1,000 times, it's actually a pretty simple process what I do here, but it's a veteran honoring other veterans, and most people can't wrap their heads around these are the people that made our country. And you'll always have negative comments and people saying they're murderers and all kinds of things, but I gotta fix this, so I'm gonna put my phone down again. Definitely some flag holders, veteran markers that need replaced. And another flag. I've recovered them in this thicket that's around this graveyard too, like they're all tangled up. Got it back up. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay up. It's pretty windy up here today. Here's another one. Like I said, it's not uncommon for them to get a little tangled up. And as you see, I've done this a time or two. So. Yeah, after you direct your comments, how you feel about this, and is it something you would like to see me do more of instead of the videos, like the short videos, which I am going to continue them, but I'd like to put more focus on like a live feed kind of thing. This is a pretty cool one too. And usually this marker here is a Cuba. I've done this enough, so I kind of know most of what the markers are before I get to them. And I'm pretty sure this guy's been in a video or a picture. Alright, I gotta sit the phone down again. This one's really torn up, but it's still attached to the base. Maybe next week, or well, let's just say in a short period of time I'll be back to retrieve. Both pretty bad. There's another Civil War. Always looks like an old sheriff's sheriff's badge, I should say. E5 military is going to have flags destroyed. Somebody was whacking some golf balls. It's not the first one I found here. Probably somebody that lives over here. That's what always amazed me. I have access to the graveyard. They're like they're scared of the boogeyman. Oh, there's gold. You don't come across that every day, folks. Found a shed inside the graveyard. Woo! I would say it's probably 2 years lucky. We're definitely going to take that. How awesome is that? Here's another flag holder down. I'm going to put the phone down, put this shed that I found. And I'm going to fix this flag. Alright, we got it temporarily fixed. Like I said, there's a lot of flags that need replaced. I'm actually going to snoop around a little bit too. That was pretty cool finding the shed right in the graveyard. Even though this is perfect habitat, you're like between developments and little thickets. It's where whitetails like to hide and keep in contact with you. Exactly, they know when danger's coming. Like you're fine out here, they think you're just visiting. If you walk in there or over there off that ridge line in there, guaranteed there's deer laying in there. Pretty sure this one was in a couple of my videos. Probably when the weather was pretty bad with ice and snow. This veteran was in the First World War. I don't think this video is going to be as long. We're going to try to kind of push the envelope closer to 45 minutes to an hour. That actually had been seeing, I think that's the buck tracks that I was cutting here in the wintertime. My neighbor collects sheds, so it's definitely an interesting find. Like I said, it looked like a 2-year-old, but the tracks, there's probably a larger white buck in here. Because once a mature buck, once he gets between 3 and 5 years old, his tracks in the snow, he drags them a lot. And it looked like a fairly big hoof deer too. And lots of does and fawns I'd been seeing throughout the year up here. I've been in the Altoona area for, I know, a couple months now. It's raining actually pretty good right now. Before my live feed, I took some videos and pictures so I can post them. So here's another Civil War veteran. See the star, like the sheriff's badge. And it'll be engraved with the years. And some of these will just have veteran marks where they didn't serve in any kind of forward area combat, whatever you want to call it. World War I. There's a couple other cemeteries within about 2-3 miles of where I'm currently living that I go to too. We'll wait till the weather gets a little better. Here's another Civil War veteran. Hope you enjoyed the video yesterday. I wanted to kind of show day in the life of a veteran. This is Spanish-American War. I think it was I believe it's just 1889. Yeah, Spanish-American. I'm sure this one was in my videos too, in the archives. Some of these flags you can just, this one's pretty Pretty torn up too. I don't think I did a whole lot up here. The hills getting up. In the winter, that's not ideal. Sheriff's badge. So what's that mean, folks? Another Civil War veteran. Looks like a bullet hole through. Talk about some crappy luck. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that's a bullet mark. I wouldn't think it would be uncommon, but I think I found it. Uh-oh, I think we got a few of them. That's how much respect they have for the dead. Cranking golf balls over in a cemetery. That really shows some class. I'll just take them. Sure, I can find somebody who can use them. Pretty messed up when you have to practice for your golf game, disrespect the whole cemetery. And actually one that has veterans in it too, which is very common. PA is an enriched culture of military veterans. That was World War II. Once you do these long enough, you kind of get the gist of what the flag holder plate's going to say. This is another Spanish. Flag's in pretty bad shape. I did spot one over here that's off its flag holder. Hopefully we can do something with it. It actually has a little lean to the groove too. I would think the camera's picking up pretty decent, but it is raining. The flag snapped off in here. So what I did is I just removed the flag and stuck with the partial flag staff. Ooh, another golf ball. And I would naturally assume, I'm not even sure what this one is. I don't believe I've ever seen one like this. SV 12. Not sure what that is. Leave something in the comments if you know. I'll Google it once I get back to the house. And I'm pretty sure this is the flag. I see another flag over there that's down too, and it's probably from that vet. Alright, not like new, but better than it was. Let's go recover this flag over here. Not a big fan of seeing flags down. That's a Civil War veteran also. Sheriff's badge. That's what I call them. Where it's engraved at. Retrieve this flag. I'm glad I did come up today. Little bad weather ain't ever gonna hurt you. Definitely Civil War veteran. We got a lot of them here in Pennsylvania. A lot of Civil War veterans. And this is a World War I veteran. I'm pretty sure some of these have been in my videos also. We're going to leave these here because maybe this is a drink that they... I highly doubt it, but you never know what people leave behind. I think this is the first like acrylic plastic one I've ever seen, or I put my hands on at least. This isn't a veteran, but at least they have a little fenced area here. What I notice pretty commonly is the ones that are in short walking distance from where you would park get the most on. It's like you can't walk an extra 100 feet or 200 feet. Got another flag down, so I'm going to put the phone down, get this back up. Actually, there's two flags. And a bummed up marker, so I'm just going to place both flags in the ground. Look like a new car, but at least we got it in a respectful manner now. I'm pretty sure this grave, this tombstone, or this individual Bennett, I'm sure he was in a video or so of mine. And that's not really like, a lot of it's just exposure to elements over the years, like these ones back here. They've just been buried for a while. This is a fairly new headstone here, so. And he was in the Korean War, 1950 to 1955. Some of the veterans I see of the more modern years, like Korea and Vietnam, they have all been, usually if they served in the Korean War, they served in the Vietnam War. I'm not sure if I got this one or not. Yeah, it's the bullet hole one. That's kind of odd. It would take a lot to get through that, and it definitely looks like a hole passed partially through it. Maybe on a better day of weather, I'll do some digging. I'm not sure if it was a bullet. It has to be in proximity to the grave site. Normally I would make this a longer video, like a live, but the weather's on improving. I don't have a far walk. I only got like half, 3/4 of a mile to walk back. And I won't bore you with that like I did yesterday. You can see the other flags on the veterans' graves if you look down through here that I put up, because normally they'd be like the ones I find after a winter. They'd be falling down. I did want to walk around the set to see if I find another shed. This time of year, they're usually pretty easy to find. So I'll just take you on my jaunt. Yeah, Yeah, they bed and hide back in these thickets right off these developed areas. Also, it gives them, because usually the cemeteries mow clear up to like the end of October or November. Sometimes I find flags in these little thickets. So. Flags today, honor, and found a buck shed. Had to remove a couple flags. Pretty productive day. Those sheds, unless they're tiny shed antlers, they're usually a little bit harder to find. Obviously, the one I did find, it was, I would say, a 2-year-old. A little bigger. We got a flag down up here. I'm gonna either recover it or put it back in its flag. I have a couch in my apartment, then I have a love seat. So what I've been doing with these fat flags I've been recovering is I wash them up. Generally, I pull them off the stick. And this guy doesn't even have a private. You probably can read it better than me. He served during the First World War. He doesn't even have a flag marker. This is usually where I find the flags. Of course, it's the wind area. Looks like we have a whitetail carcass over here. Due to the graphics, you can see it. You can see the rib cage. I won't go over it because sometimes kids view these, which I think is a good idea. But it's not a good idea to walk up on a corpse like that, if that's what you want to call it, of an animal. I'm pretty sure my neighbor will be happy that I found a shed. A couple of these graves here have been in my videos too. Generally today was to come up and see if I had any flags down and if there's anything I could do to stow on her. Didn't see any more shed antlers. That doesn't mean they're not here. Like I said, obviously the bigger ones are harder, easier to find than the smaller ones. Somebody had a bush knife. I think here in Pennsylvania, we had a warm up for a couple days, and I think we're going back to like more seasonable temperatures for this time of year. I think we actually might get some snow later this week, but we'll work around it. All right, I think this is going to end my live feed for today. Maybe tomorrow or Friday or over the weekend I'll do another one. Preferably the weather doesn't have to be perfect, but a little better than the conditions right now. All right, thanks for joining me today. Everybody have a great day and stay dry.